Hey there everyone, and welcome back to episode 17 of our Let's Play series for Cities Skylines After Dark. It's been a while since I've actually played this, well actually played the game in general. Actually it took probably about a week and a half, bit of a break. Generally I get a little bit play games fairly intensely and then get a little bit sick of them, and then take a little bit of a break and come back to them. So it's pretty much what's happened here, but I've had a few requests to continue this city, so we're definitely going to do that today. So, just having a bit of a look about how we're going. So obviously we've got the forestry area over here, which is still going okay. Obviously the traffic's still, well, it's pretty fine. The traffic's okay. It's not too much problem. It's just busy, but it's more than manageable. Get our new forestry area over here, which is good. We've started expanding over this area, which is probably what we're going to basically spend the, the next number of episodes expanding out is into this area and basically sort of completing the circle around as much as we can. We've got our new cargo ship terminal over here, which has been good. And that's been a lot, taken a fair bit of the strain off of our cities and our industries and stuff especially, so that's been pretty good. Rightio, what we're going to do, we're actually going to start trying to empty these cemeteries. Well, something someone suggested a while ago, and it's something I'd probably forgotten about, so something that we should be doing. So we've got a lot of cemeteries there. I think we're probably going to we're going to potentially build up a bunch of, what are they called? Is that not incinerators? Crematoriums, incinerators, that's terrible. Crematoriums, and probably build up like a stack of them, and then try and actually empty out these cemeteries as much as possible, and use the actual, the crematoriums to actually, get rid of free up some space in the cemetery. So that is what we're going to attempt to do. A bit of garbage building up over here. Maybe have to look at building a new garbage area over here somewhere at some stage. Don't think, we can actually purchase a new tile, which is interesting. Alrighty, so that's where we're at Metropolis at the moment, aren't we? Yeah, we are. And the next one, we actually do get another tile at Megalopolis, and that's the last tile that we can buy. So you've got 2 more tiles to go. Thinking it's probably going to be these 2. No, probably definitely this one here, I think. Because we're going to have to have this one to actually continue our city all around. So always tempted to buy this one, or it's only going to be basically this one or this one over here. Is like for our last one, I'm not quite sure. I mean, I suppose we probably really need this one, this bottom right one here to fully finish the circle, though the rest of the area is going to be a little bit unused. Anyway, we're going to say, we're actually going to buy this tile up here, this top right tile, because that's the first one that we need. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to start extending these roads around, because we do have a fair bit of industrial and commercial demand. So we're going to put some offices and commercial sort of along these roads around here, and sort of start continuing our sort of circle little thing that we've got going here. So without further talking, I'm going to get stuck into this. Rightio, we are tree-lined roads. We're going to start bringing these around here. If I can get them to look properly or look right. It's about there, around to about there, I think. Looks about right. Yeah, that looks pretty good. It's probably a little bit flat, but it's not too bad really. Cool, alrighty, so that's that one done. We're going to extend around the ones, extend it around like this. To about there, should be good. It's too steep. Alright, so we actually built up on the thing there, haven't we, which I didn't really see there. So what we may do, where are we? There we are. So what we may do actually is actually build up here first. Still too steep. What can we do about that? Probably not a whole lot actually. It is quite a steep hill around here, isn't it? Maybe we're gonna have to break up the cycle a little bit, because I assume it's gonna be okay to bring these horizontal roads around, but the vertical ones may be a bit of a problem. So what we're going to do is a bit of an experiment. We're going to run this one. Going to run to there, so obviously we can't, because it's built up there, we actually can't bring it straight in like that, so that's too much. We actually have to do something like this. It's going to break up the little look of it a little bit, but I think we're just going to have to do it, unfortunately. Yeah, it's fine. Once it's all built in, you're not even going to notice that, so that's totally cool. Alrighty, so that's a couple of areas. We'll finish the third one off a little bit later. I think we have to put another spoke or another sort of, vertical road all the way through here. I suppose we've got one there, don't we? I think you're probably going to need another one straight in the middle there, though, potentially. Because I don't think it's probably too much of a gap. I think we're going to need one right through the middle. I think we're actually going to set that up now, guys. We may as well while we're here. Alrighty, so zoning. We're going to dezone a bunch of areas. Where are we? Probably, yep, just a small one there. Cool. So where are we going to start it? We're going to run it probably right up the middle there. So we may as well start it. We'll start it here with this building here. And we'll get rid of this area like that. So obviously it's going to get rid of a whole bunch of our residential housing and stuff, but has to be done, otherwise we're going to have problems. So that's that area done there, and through there, through there. Cool, alright, we're going to get the game running to hopefully these buildings will disappear fairly quickly. Once they're gone, we will run the road through. I think we're going to need to set up another garbage area. So we've got one obviously over here. Some of these are starting to get a little bit full though. So I'm thinking we're going to set one up over here somewhere. Actually, maybe over here. Maybe here would be better. Potentially, or maybe over here. I'm not really quite sure. There's a lot of pollution in there though. That should probably actually go in time, shouldn't it? Because this is sort of the old pollution that... So you can actually see the different colours. We're actually using like the proper water treatment plant. So this sort of really dark pollution should go in time. So that's okay. How's traffic going? Where are we? Still very, very heavy, but still flowing. Very, very busy through here. I'm suspecting this run is going to help this road, this vertical road that we're going to put in a minute, is going to help this traffic. Because obviously the only way to get all the way through here and up here is coming up this road there. So, alrighty, most of those buildings are gone. I'm actually going to bulldoze the rest of them. There we go. Cool. Alrighty. Steep there, doesn't it? Ooh, maybe it's actually not probably going to be able to put anything in there. Which a bit interesting. Actually, we don't need to, do we? I didn't even need to get rid of that one at all. Oh, dearie me. Alright. Anyway, my mistake. Cool. So, we're going to use the straight road tool, I think, and we're going to... Actually, no, we're not. We're going to take this one here. Why is it snapping? We don't have snap turned on. Why is it doing that? Is it the terrain or something? Is it doesn't like it? I suspect that's probably the only real reason I can think of at the moment. We can do it there. We gotta get rid of some more residential there, but that's okay. Alright, so there's one. We've got a path through there, don't we? So we're going to demolish that for the moment. To there, and then to there. To there, and then... I don't know why it's doing the weird snap. We haven't got the snap turned on, have we? Am I forgetting something? Has been a while since I played the game, but it shouldn't be. That should be fine, shouldn't it? Why is he doing that? Why are you being frustrating? I swear we haven't had this problem before. I don't know why it's doing it. Yeah, it's like the weird snap turned on, isn't it? Looks like the snap's not turning off. What are we going to do? I suppose we can just build it there, can't we? It looks a bit rubbish though. Well, that looks okay. A little bit wonky through the middle there. We may look at see if we can. What we may actually do. It's going to annoy me unless I fix it. So we're going to do that and then connect in theirs like that. That's a bit better. Still a bit wonky, but it's a fair bit better than what it was. says as he rebuilds it again. There we go, that's better. Cool, alright. There we go. Not really sure what's happening there, but that's all good. So, we're going to rezone our areas that we missed or we de-zoned before. So, just going to jump in here, rezone all of these areas. Going to fix up that little pedestrian path in a minute. Still got room down here, we haven't built through there, so that's good. So, we got some room there. Radio, pedestrian path. Where are we? Decorations. Pathing, pedestrian path. And, are we going to be able to do this? Not quite. Alrighty, so I have to get rid of some of these paths and rebuild them. There we go. So, we're going to probably come to there. And we're going to come to there. And across, and then down. And hook up into there. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Problem sorted. So that is good. So that's the pedestrian path rebuilt. Which is good. Cool. Alrighty. So, like I said, we've got actually industrial demand's coming down. So, do we put in some extra area over here? Just check the zoning. Well, we do actually have some free space over here, don't we? So that's okay. That's probably dealing with the industrial demand that we've got at the moment. Still got a bit of commercial, so may put in some of that. May put in some offices as well. Although I'm a little bit reluctant to actually continue using offices because they do generate a lot of traffic. And we don't really want to keep generating traffic in our city if we can avoid it at all. It's obviously very, it can be very congested through our city at the moment. So lots of people use the pedestrian paths, don't they? Though, so I think they've worked out well. Like a lot of people using these, so it's got to be a good thing. You think all these people are actually not driving on the road, so if we didn't have those, I suspect we'd have absolute gridlock throughout our city. So, alrighty, so that's all the terrain stuff up there. So what we're going to do, I think, set up a new garbage area and also a crematorium, probably in the same spot. Maybe we should put some crematoriums over here. Actually, we might actually try that. What are we going to do? Where are we? Healthcare. Crematoriums, we're going to fit a bunch over here. So we've got heaps of money, all that cash flows and stuff's not a problem. So why don't you put down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. They seem like an absolute overkill. But the idea is that we're going to try and start emptying out these. Emptying these out into crematoriums, hopefully. So they're being emptied. And where's the other ones? One there, which is pretty much empty though, which is good. This one here is full, so I'm going to empty that. This one here is full. Empty all those. That one's pretty much empty as well, so that's good. So hopefully these crematoriums take up the slack of what we're, you know, our hearses they are. Yeah, hopefully take up the slack of these ones that are emptying out. So they should hopefully sort themselves out fairly quickly. We should have heaps and heaps of space to empty into here and process the bodies, I suppose, if you want to call it that. So that should be good. 2 of our garbage places are full here. So I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're going to put down 1 more incinerator here because I don't want to spread out the pollution too much. We're pretty much at our limits as it is. This one keeps having garbage problems, doesn't it? So I'm almost tempted to actually run a road through here, but it would necessitate getting rid of one of our facilities here, which I don't really want to do. I suppose we could bring it around there, couldn't we? May as well do that, just to sort of help out the railway station here. So if we can come around like this, and then just come around there, so we can see the dead trees because of the pollution, but that's okay. So hopefully that means the garbage trucks and stuff get to the railway station a little bit better. So we're going to put down 1 more incinerator. We're going to put one there. Oh, that's encroaching on there, isn't it? That's probably why I didn't put it. We'll actually put one there. That's all we're going to be able to fit down there. And we're going to set up another garbage area. I think it's going to have to be up here somewhere because obviously we're going to need to service all this half of the city. And this is sort of the area where we did have some garbage problems, so it makes sense to sort of hook them up into here somewhere. So I'm thinking actually sort of up here. Sort of maybe on the coast over here. I suppose we could put it up here. No, we'll put it up here, because then we sort of service both, and we can even put some more down here, like if we need to later on. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to queue up... we're just going to build a little bit of a, as close as we can get without causing ourselves problems. So where can we put it? Look at the, so it's all pretty flat through there, so that's good. So we're going to put one, probably about there, probably a little bit back further, there we go. Probably to there, and then into there. It doesn't need to be that big, does it? So there, like that. We'll get rid of this little bit here. And grab our roads, and in the tool here, should we hook it up through there? Probably should do. It makes the most sense to put it up into there like that. It's going to mean this intersection is probably fairly busy, but we can always put a second one in sort of over here if we need to. We should probably actually hook it up through here as well, so these places get sorted, because these actually don't have any connections to garbage facilities, do they? Or do we put one down? Oh, there's an incinerator there. Oh, cool. Must have sorted that out last time. So what we're going to do, actually get away from using landfill if we can. We're going to use basically solely incinerators for this area if we potentially can. So we're going to put down a bunch of incinerators here. Going to obviously need water, so we're going to extend our water pipes. So first we're going to extend them through here like this. And that's all covered. Yep, that's all good. Then we're going to run one from there up to there, and then to there, and there, like that. Cool, done. Also, you need to get some power, so I think we're going to run it from over here. Just because, no real reason, so we're going to queue it up to there like that. Get the game running, bump it up to 2 speed, and make sure that all this stuff is working, which it looks like it is. Yep, all good. Cool. Alright, so we see all our garbage trucks heading out there, which is good. So hopefully this takes a bit of the pressure off our garbage facilities over here. This one's obviously full, as we can see. How's our incinerators going here? They're not really actually that maxed out, so I'm not really too worried about that one. I'm actually going to probably say, no, we won't empty it, because I don't really want to put more trucks on the route, in case they're going to like send the trucks all the way over here or something silly. So we've got our facilities there, which is fine. Lacking a few workers. How are we going on our population? Where on earth is our population now that I look at it? There we are. Unemployment's 9%, so that's okay. Seniors is only 17, which is good. So we're doing okay at the moment. We have been expanding a little bit, so that's totally fine. Industrial demand's coming back up. Commercial is also coming back up, so I think we're going to start putting down some more commercial through that district in there. Looks like traffic has lessened a little bit through here, probably hopefully using this vertical road a little bit more. Obviously still quite busy, but not too bad, so that's okay. Busy through there, busy through there. It's all still manageable though, isn't it? Is it worth hooking up a road into here actually, or is that going to be a little bit insane? Is it actually worth putting just a connection, one connection to there? Getting a little bit of pressure off here. We're actually going to try it as a little bit of an experiment. I don't think it's probably going to be a good long-term solution. I'm actually going to hook it across here, even though I know it's a bad idea because it does create intersections which mean that cars can stop there potentially. But we're going to try it. We're going to give it a little bit of a whirl. We can always take it back out later if it doesn't work. That's totally cool. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Cool. So that's our city. Looking pretty good. Everything's going pretty well. 43,000 population. We've actually got negative cash flow. We're not actually concerned about that at all because we do have $3.3 million in the bank, so we're not going to run out of money anytime in the medium or probably even long-term future. That's good. Traffic here is pretty good actually, which is good, which is pleasing. We say traffic here is obviously still busy. I think actually having the 2 terminals there has helped, which has been good. Thank you for an amazing vacation. See you next year. No worries. Stephanie. Cool. Alright, so new commercial areas. We're going to put some down. So we're going to stick with these high density. It is. Wait on, where are we? Yep, high density. Cool. So everything switched over to high density, isn't it? Yep, all these buildings, everywhere is high density now, which is good. Cool. Should we actually switch back to low density? I'm not sure. So obviously high density creates a lot more traffic, like significantly a lot more than low density. So I'm thinking potentially maybe do some, because obviously we're going to have a lot of space to expand around into. Actually, this is all wonky out there, isn't it? It's too much of a gap. Looks like too much of a gap in there. So I may actually fix up those roads in a minute, but we'll look at that. Yeah, so because obviously we're going to expand all this road, expand this big circle around here. So we're going to have a lot more commercial area, and we actually probably even could have set up like a similar one like this, sort of a big strip over here somewhere. Probably actually could do that eventually, so we'll have a fair bit of extra commercial. What we may do is actually put the first row, or the most external row, actually, so that probably means we should expand our road around, shouldn't it? So, actually going to do that now, instead of me talking about it all the time. So there, and alright, we're going to fix all this up before we come back, because there's too much of a gap. So, this road's fine, these ones are what we've got to fix. So, we're going to do this again. A bit wonky through there, isn't it, as well? So it's got to be expected, though. It can't be perfect. I think that's better than what it was. It looks more uniform, doesn't it? So bring this around like this. Go up into... Oh, we can actually hook it up into there now. Cool, that works. So we get rid of this little bit there. That's better. And actually bring this one around as well. To there, and can we actually build on... Oh, we cannot build up to there. Cool. Alrighty, so there we go. Looking a little bit feral, isn't it? I think it'll be okay once it's built in. It's a little bit wonky though. Actually, this one through here bothers me a bit. Can't really, it's not really worth changing though, but that's okay. It looks fine. Looks, I mean, if you come from this angle, you can't even tell. So you get the sort of the full effect. If it's only if you sort of come up to this and actually look right over it, that you can actually really tell. Probably most people probably won't even be able to tell. It's probably just me being a little bit anal about it. So, alrighty. So what we're going to do, I think, probably put the first two rows as high density and actually switch back to low density for sort of the internal ones. Hopefully that maybe reduces a little bit of the traffic. So we put high density along there like this and here. So these sort of first two zoning blocks here, and then the rest of it's probably have another two as low density commercial, and then two as offices. So we can go 2, 2, 2. So we can just put some through here like this. To there, and then we're going to put down some low density as well. There we go. To there, probably to there, and then may as well just match it up. To there, and then we'll put down some offices as well. Like I said, I don't want to keep using huge amounts of offices because they do create a lot of traffic, and traffic is going to be our biggest problem going forward. And my traffic solutions aren't the best. It's not my forte, so... But I think it does help, just to basically mean that we don't have to keep expanding out huge bits of like forestry area. Because forestry does take up quite a bit of space, and it is sort of quite very, sort of very dependent on traffic, or creates a lot of traffic. So going to avoid that if we possibly can. So we should be fine on utilities. So we're actually lacking a little bit through here. So actually bring one just to cover that top little bit there. That's all good. Cool. Alrighty. So get the game going again, and bump it up onto 2 speed, so that's good. So both of these demands should come down fairly quickly. We've got a lot of extra demand and stuff. A lot of extra space for them to expand into, so that is good. Cool, cool. How's our public transport looking, guys? What are we doing? Where are we? Public transport. So we've got 550 on the buses, 2400 on the metro, 35 using the passenger train, and that's pretty much it. So a reasonable amount, not a huge amount. Could be better, I think. But yeah, we'll see how we go. So we've set how many bus routes have we set up actually? How many buses are we using? Does it say in there? No. Where is the buses? So bus terminals. We're using 42 buses. How many bus terminals do we have? Where's buses? Oh, this is buses. Yeah, so we can see our routes in here, can't we? So obviously the blue line's coming through there. So we haven't really got all that many, do we? We haven't used any buses over here, so maybe we should expand our use of our buses a little bit. I think we've covered, I think, previous episodes. Buses aren't really my thing. I'm not really quite sure how to set them up in the best way. I think we've done okay. So generally they don't seem to be used as much as what I think they should do. That's probably the way, just me not setting them up properly. So we'll stop there, don't we? And stop coming over there. There's no stops in this area. Interesting. All right, I'm going to try and set up a few more buses or bus routes. So what we're going to do, we'll set up one here in the CBD somewhere. We're going to start. Where are we going to start it? So where's our facilities? So we've got a metro there. Probably start it near outside the metro. We're going to start one right near the metro there. I'm looking for schools and things. Actually, what we're going to do, jump out of here for the moment. So where have we got schools? We've got schools there, which is near the metro, which is good. We've got a high school there as well. Elementary school, high school, elementary school, and no extra uni, that's okay. So obviously in this area should be a really good spot to have a couple of bus routes. So we're going to jump in and bus lane. So we're going to start one right here. So right outside the metro, right outside two schools. We're going to do something like, what are we going to do? Maybe we'll sort of do like a bit of a residential one to start with. So we'll bring it around here. We'll have a stop there. We'll have a stop there. We'll have a stop. Where can we put one there? And then comes around to here, and then maybe to there, and then they come around here and hook up. Completes the line there. So maybe that'll be sort of like a people going to school usage. We're going to put a second one in across the road. This one is going to be a commercial one, so or commercial focused one. So we're going to obviously it's on the opposite side of the road. So what we're going to do is actually put it to here, and then we're going to come up into the commercial area. So we're going to set it up probably put a stop there. A stop there, a stop there, and then we're going to come and put a stop. So I think this is probably a too long one. I think it's probably my problem. I put too many stops in, and then we're going to finish it there. We're going to put another one. We're going to put one. Where are we going to put it? I'm going to put one there, it's going to just come up to there, and then come up, just have one stop basically there, and then come back to that stop, and then finish there like that. Alrighty, so that should be more buses. So you should have a lot more buses actually coming out of the bus depot, which should be good. So we keep an eye on that, make sure that, do get some extra usage. So 544 at the moment, so we'll keep an eye on that. Cool, alrighty. So 28 minutes on the episode, guys. So obviously we're going to use our standard 30-minute episodes. So you have a couple of minutes to go. Well, that's going through there. Our demands are coming out under control, which is nice. Industrial is still a little bit higher. How's our offices going over here? So they're being built out, which is good. Most of the commercial has been built out as well, so that's good. Very busy through here, actually, which is interesting. I suppose it's a very dense through here, isn't it? It's actually sort of a thicker area. It's like, what is it, 3-4 lanes long? 1, 2, or 3, sort of three roads wide. So it is probably quite thick through there. Actually, more thicker through. It's thicker through there and actually probably through here, isn't it? We're not set up as well either. Interesting. Maybe we should actually. I'm almost tempted to put in yeah, that's right. I was thinking about putting in like sort of double lanes like we've got here. So like basically this sort of like 2 double lanes, and then building around that. So actually sort of extending that around this way. So we could sort of get rid of a bunch of this stuff and actually bring them through like right through the center in here. Maybe that would ease the traffic a little bit, because it does seem sort of a little bit abnormally heavy through there. I suppose it's busy all through here though, isn't it? It's not really like, it's not really too abnormal. I get a few cars through here. It doesn't look like it's causing any problems in Ohio, which is good. So it's not really causing any noticeable slowdowns. So maybe we'll keep it. Maybe we'll take a little bit of a pressure off here. Some just people wanting to come in here and get in and out of this area. There's not a massive area in there, so maybe that will help. Who knows? So bus usage is slowly coming up. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit of time to kick in, so that's fine. But we need to expand our metro line as well at some stage. So we've got one main one, don't we? So we've got one. We've got one that's just set up for the passengers, passenger train, isn't it? And then another one that's pretty much is sort of our main one. So that's this sort of bottom row here. So this is the one that goes out to the industry area here and here, and also comes to the commercial area. And then we've got a small one just set up for just the passenger line. So I think what we're going to do, rather than expanding this one, we're going to expand this one. We're going to expand this one out this way, and actually use that as to actually sort of hook up into there. We will connect up the lines though, or these tunnels, so we can actually sort of utilize these stations. Because I'm just thinking it can get a little bit crowded. I don't want to sort of have any backup. Don't want to have our This is sort of the easiest way to see the metro lines, the metro trains. We can see we actually sort of get a little bit of a build up here already. So I don't really want to really add any more stress onto this line, because otherwise we're going to get a few problems. So I think we're going to expand out the second one that we've built. See how that goes. Alright guys, 31 minutes of the episode. I think we're going to end the episode here, and we'll come around probably first thing we'll do next time is actually obviously continue building out and all that kind of stuff. I think we might actually tackle the metro. I think we might expand this one out here and actually start putting in some stations up here as well to hopefully alleviate some of the traffic in this area. It's getting okay though for a 43,000 person city that is very, very like congested. Like normally you wouldn't. Like a lot of people, sort of building big blocks, and they're sort of building big, self-contained zones or residential areas, and that's a lot easier for traffic. So normally you wouldn't sort of have one big massive city like this with relying on roads quite a bit as it does. So I think we're doing really relatively okay. So yeah, so that should be good. So I'm actually not sure. I don't think the actual traffic load is going to increase on this area actually all that much. Because once we actually get around to this way, this is going to be sort of, all the cars and stuff are going to come in this way. So they're not really going to come in this way to get all the way around here. They're actually going to come, along the highway and then come in from this entrance. So I don't think this area is actually going to get a whole lot busier, because we've maxed out like the high density residential. So it's all high density through here. So as long as if there's going to be more people in this area, we're not going to expand the commercial or anything out here. So I don't think there's actually going to be a whole lot more traffic. So if it stays like it is, that'll work. I mean, it's flowing, like completely flying. It's busy, but it's flowing, which is all that matters. So anyway, we're going to end the episode here, guys. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode, and as always, it'd be amazing if you could subscribe to the channel and like the video if you haven't done so already. And if you have done so, then you have my thanks. And yeah, I hope you've all had a wonderful day, and I'll see you all for the next episode, guys.